Good evening everyone, welcome to Motivational Monday. Now it's not really Motivational Monday today for one, and also it's a bit late in the day, for which I apologise, but there's been quite a lot going on and I just wanted to catch up with you. So it's a catch up video today, and also there might be some things in here that you might find of benefit to you to listen to. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to talk a little bit about my health and where it's brought me to. So that has been motivational for me. This collar's annoying, look. That's been motivational to me, and I want to pass that stuff on to you. So a lot of things have popped up lately. You know when you're browsing through the internet and things pop up and you feel like, that's telling me this and that's telling me that. Well, that's kind of where I've been at, and it's all about sort of living your absolute best life, which is where my brand started, A Lusher Life, because what I wanted to do with that is to help people, let's put this the right way, help people step into their absolute best life despite, like, against the odds almost. So if you're in a position, say like with me, I'm not of optimal health, which is frustrating because mentally there's so much that I want to do and there's so much that I want to achieve. So sometimes you need to tweak things and need to adjust things slightly to make things happen like that. And that's what this video is going to be about today. So this is for you if you're somebody that wants to make a better life for yourself, but it's against the odds, if that makes sense. So, you know, we're all going to have different things. I know a lot of people that struggle with health, and it might not be physical health, it could be mental health. So for example, especially if you're somebody that can't go and get a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job, you need to be working from home, that sort of thing. And that could also be, again, a reason like I've got, as in mum is at home with us, so somebody you're caring for, or, you know, maybe you're a carer as part of your job, so you have foster children or things like that going on, and it really limits what you can do and when you can do it. As well as that, it could just be mums who don't want to go and do that 9 to 5 kind of job. So these things have really been coming up for me, and it's been, I've sat on it a long time. I've asked you a couple of times on this channel, do you want me to help you to take a business online? And I often get messages. That's in fact the biggest query that I get, is people saying, please can you teach me online? And I've looked into various things and I've taken a decision that this is something that we're going to drive forward. If you want to be part of it, get in touch from the actually I'm going to upload this in a second and my description box might not be complete, but if you look on some of the other videos, you've got my email address on there, so by all means text me, or you can leave comments below. You give this video a thumbs up if this is something that you think might be of interest to you. What I want to do, I want to do it in a way that is giving back. So I need to crank up my online business and my online earnings and things like that as well to make this a complete full-time thing. And I've got so many ideas of ways that I want it to go. So a lot of that's going to be about writing and publishing the books that I'm dreaming of writing. A lot of it is going to be things like doing nutritional writing, a bit of nutritional research, and doing some medical writing for companies who need that sort of thing done, which I'm quite excited to do. As well as that, there are other opportunities to, if you always wanted to run a blog, even if it's not about making you money, but you want to know how to do that, I want to help you, because blogging is my absolute passion. I love blogging, and obviously YouTubing. So these are things, if it's something that you thought, you know what, I wanted to have a go at that, it's not some overnight success thing. It does take a lot of work, and it's like a constant drip feed that you need to keep doing. I mean, I've been doing YouTube now since 2009, so that's what, 9 years. And yes, it does make some money, and that's incredible to say, and I'm so grateful. But I want to do this in a way that I'm kind of giving back, but kind of also feeding my own needs, and this is also what I want to help other people to teach. So it's a little bit of both. So I think initially what we're going to do is we're going to look at giving some information away for free. So this is something that I need to kind of figure out how I'm going to do that. I think there's problems on the motorway. This isn't good. I need to be going somewhere, and they're all coming off. Thankfully, I'm going the other direction. Bless these people. When you see that, you're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not stuck in that. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're all right my side. I don't know what's going on about that. Anyway, right, I mustn't lose my train of thought, because this is important today. This is so important. So there's going to be things that I'm going to do. It probably, if you like sign up to an email list, I'll give you some tips via the email list. And nothing's going to happen overnight. It's not going to be some get rich quick. It's also not going to be something where I'm going to bombard you with loads of information. If you want that, then reach out to me, but I will be able to give you some pointers and some tips and a lot of motivation for free. And then it's going to be a case of, right, Louise, I'm in for this and I want to go deeper. Then if you want my training, I'm going to make it affordable, and it's not going to be some of these things that you see people do where, you know, they spend ages and pages you've got to read, and it's a really good sales technique, but that's not what I'm about. So you read all these pages, click to the bottom, and it's like $1,000, thank you very much. You know, I don't want to go down that path. I want to make it so that if you want to spend £20 and get some information, you can do that. If you're somebody that does want to go further, then great. Ideally, what I don't really want to do is do one-to-one coaching, so, you know, might open up to a few, but not right now because life's a little bit crazy. But yeah, so this is something I'm excited to do. If you've got, I don't know, say you wanted to write a book but you want it published and you want to make some money from it, I can help you do that. I know exactly how, and I've spent years teaching myself how to do these things. So I'm hoping that that's something that might be of motivation to you, because a lot of you are out there and you're watching videos like this and you're thinking, this is good, you know, well, why can't you do it? If it's something that you feel you want to do, let's build that, you know, let's make that happen. So there was two parts to this video. I was thinking earlier today, I must mention that in this, and that's just one part, so I can't remember the other part. I've kind of forgotten. Maybe it was, I don't know, was I going to point you somewhere? Yes, I was. Oh my goodness, right, I've got it. Oh, I don't know if this video is too long, because a lot of you would have switched off by now. Well, if you're one that's still here, then you are going to find this really interesting, because you're obviously the hardcore people. Okay, so, yikes, I'm nervous about this. 3 years ago, I started a video series and a blog series called Diary of a Nutrition Student, okay? And I promised myself, I actually started it. Do you remember Back to the Future Day? It was, I can't remember, is it the 24th of October, something like that? And they called it Back to the Future Day because it was 2018, it was 2015. And I think, if I'm right in saying this, and I should know this because I know the film really well, Marty McFly, that was the day that he travelled to. I'm really sorry that's juggling about so much. I think they need to resurface this road. Anyway, so on that day, I created a video, which I uploaded and left it on private. And since then, I have continued to make videos. They're generally in the car like this, like telling you about my nutrition journey as a student. It's also about my student journey. A lot of it is really, really personal and really, really raw, and it's going to be on a brand new channel. And as well as that, I am also going to be releasing a blog series. Now the blog is already up, so you can have a look. That's obviously www.diaryofanutritionstudent.blogspot.com. And on there's some stuff now. Some of it's quite specific. It's like the classes, the lessons, some of the essays, but there is going to be like the actual memoir, diary kind of writing stuff, the journaling sort of stuff. And it, I think, has helped me, because there's been a lot of times I might have had a bad day and I've switched this camera on and I've just let it all out. And there's a couple of, one of them's really recent. I'm sorry, really, excuse me, I've just eaten a banana and I have Crohn's and two don't mix. Yeah, so that's oh god, I'm so excited about this, and I feel like I'm all over the place, and I'm all like bear with me. Are you still with me? If you're still with me, say hashtag still with you down below in the comments. Thank you. Yeah, so this is really like massive news, so I want you to go over there and check it out. I'll probably make another video later this week detailing all this, but I'm going to be I've got 5 subscribers at the minute over on the channel, and there are, I think there's no videos there, and I'm probably going to release my first one within the next week, I would say. And so yeah, so you can go back to see me from 3 years ago onwards, and you can see like how excited I was to start university. I mean, you guys know now that I've finished. They don't know that on there. And what I'm also trying to do as well is to publish the writings in a book. I did want to get that out before Freshers Weekend started, like 2 weekends ago, but it's nowhere near ready, and I've got other things going on. So Trees are really pretty, look at that. So that's all going to be coming up, and it's really exciting. It's quite massive, so I'm sure that you'll be with me on joining that. So the channel, I don't know actually if it's going to come up if you put it on a search, but it is Diary of a Nutrition Student. So every video is going to be Diary of a Nutrition Student, and I'm going to give you an insider tip, because if you're watching this 10 minutes in, you deserve one. So it is morphing into, like at this time now, it's becoming Diary of a Writer. So that's what I decided I'd do. So we've got Diary of a Nutrition Student initially for the first 3 years. And like I say, some of that stuff is really raw, that I've not edited things out. And I might go back as I release them and edit some out. It depends how personal it gets, but you see me all through the, I don't know if I could talk about this today because I've been emotional about my dad today. All about dad dying and all about mum's heart attack and all that sort of thing. I've really listed everything in there. And there was one time I had an absolute complete meltdown, and mum was at my house, and I went and locked myself in mum and dad's house, and I absolutely let it all out to the camera. And it is my most vulnerable that I've ever been on a video on YouTube. So it's up there, it's all unlisted at the moment, and bit by bit over the next 3 years I'm going to release those, and it will continue on. And you know what, I've got a real feeling that it's going to become quite a thing. And what I want to also do is to try and help other students be the absolute best student that they can be, and I'm excited for it. I am a bit nervous, but being that it was 3 years ago, it's all kind of, I don't know, it's all going nicely into the future. So yeah, big stuff there. So I hope you're all well, and thank you so much as always for being a part of this journey with me and part of this channel. I've just been today for a little bit of an update on my ankylosing spondylitis, been to rheumatology and spoke about the future and what the future might hold, and I've got much more of an idea now than I did have when I made my I've been diagnosed video. So you could go back and watch that if you want to. I've been diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, but now I'm a bit more knowledgeable about it, and I will do an update video on that really soon. So I'm sorry that this has all been about me, but I'm hoping in a way it's motivated you, and it certainly will have done if you're somebody that wanted to make yourself an online business. So as well as all of these other ways that you can do things with your own products, like a book, or I don't know, even if it's a podcast. I love podcasting. My podcast is starting to crank up a gear again, and that has been really popular, which is frightening beyond belief because you have no idea who's watching. But my podcast that I have out there, you can check it out on iTunes if you want to. It's called Autoimmune Diet and Me, and I just initially started researching about eating around the autoimmune lifestyle way, and I thought I'm going to share some of this, and people love it. They go nuts for it, even though I've not really touched it much for the last couple of years. So I'm going to start doing that again. Anyway, I digress. So if you're somebody that wants to make a podcast or something like that, that's your own thing, so a book or a YouTube channel, then that's all going to be possible. But if you're somebody that doesn't want to be the face like that, and you wanted to get on board with an MLM company, if you don't know what that is, that's going to probably fill you with fear, but it's a company where you can sell some products, and I believe, I need to make a whole other video about that, but I believe you don't necessarily have to harass your friends and family and give them dread. There is the digital world now, and you can just build yourself a presence, and you can do it online, and that's something that I'm quite passionate about. It's something that I do, and it brings me a bit of income. And if that's something you want to do, I'm going to have loads of different MLM companies I can talk to you about. So for example, Christmas is coming, so the Body Shop are doing a really great thing where you can buy a business in a box. You get loads and loads of stuff, and you can sell some stuff for Christmas, and you make some money at the same time. Why not? So yeah, there's all these things, and you've seen other people do it. A lot of them would have annoyed you, but it doesn't have to be that. Like I say, what I want to do is I want to coach people to have their digital lifestyle, their laptop lifestyle, and not really just because they feel as though they want to break the 9 to 5, might be those as well, but also because you have really not much choice. So I've got very much an ambitious mind still on me, but my body's saying no, you can't do that. And I'm fully aware of that, so I need to give that some respect and tweak things. But it's time to step into who I am, and I know that I've got so much to give to help people. So like I say, get in touch if that's you. I'd love to speak to you more about it. So the next few days you'll probably see quite a lot happening over on my Instagram stories. And I'll probably make a video as well. I'm going to be going to Hastings with my mum. We're going to have a little 3-day breakaway, and we're going to look at lots of different seasidey towns. Probably going to go to Rye and Eastbourne as well, so we'll catch up with you then. But like I say, if you want to go over my Instagram, I don't have one under my own actual name, but it's under Lusher Life, so go and have a little look. I hope you're really well, and I will look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much for listening this far in. It's a lot to tell you, and I'm excited. I hope you can tell. Take care of yourselves, guys, and have a lovely Monday night. Bye for now.